Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaki and today I'm coming back to YouTube with a Q&A. It feels so weird to be filming for this. It feels so weird to be filming for YouTube, even though I only really took a week break from uploading so I could get my exams out of the way. I'm officially done with exams now and you have my full undivided attention. Today I thought I would do and come back with a Q&A that I was asking for questions for over a month ago. So without further ado, let's get to your question. This question is from Jill, aka Jill the Real, here on YouTube, and I absolutely love her channel. I haven't really been watching most of the videos because A, I'm not sure if they're coming up in my sub box or she's just not posting, but I really miss Jill. I really miss her. Jill asked me, what do you want to have reached by the end of my life? I don't really like to think about death. Death fucking scares me and I don't really like to think about the end of things, especially life. It's such a morbid question to start on. Welcome back everyone. We don't know the answers to the questions that we want to ask, like what happens after we die, if there's such thing as ghosts, or we can hope about things but we don't actually know, and it really gets me. So although I haven't explicitly thought about the things I would like to do before I die, because I don't really like to think about when I'm gonna die, I guess I just like to be happy and I like to ensure that everyone else is happy too. And can I just be an advocate for people who don't really have a voice? Just make sure that I'm laying on my deathbed, oh god, this is making me feel a bit scared, and think I did everything I could, now it's up to you to change the world. Ella asked me, what is the weirdest / strangest thing about being a YouTuber? There's a story time in here. Yesterday was my mum's birthday and we came home from the pub because we were done with the pub. We came home and my mum still wasn't done with wanting to party and celebrate her birthday. And so we put some music on, not loud or anything, not like pumping like music or like dancing everywhere. But we put some music on to just chill to and dance to and sing to and have a good time. And I turned around to her and I said, why don't you put some Adam Lambert on? And we were scrolling down all of the like top searches for Adam Lambert and I scrolled down a few like scrolls and my face was there. My reaction video to New Eyes was in the midst of Adam Lambert's searches. It was such a weird experience, it was a strange experience, and I feel like that's the weirdest thing about being a YouTuber is seeing your face everywhere, and the fact that I've become so desensitized to the whole thing of YouTube because I've been doing YouTube since 2013. I'm just desensitized to the whole YouTube thing and seeing my face and hearing my voice. A lot of people ask me for advice on like not wanting to hear your voice and not liking your appearance and doing YouTube because I have an eating disorder and I do YouTube as well and I have body dysmorphia and it's really hard sometimes, but I feel like over time you kind of just become desensitized to it. Yesterday I had this realization that I'm on the internet and when you search for certain things you see my face. I can't pronounce this name, but their question will be on the screen. What's something like advice or a comment that has always stuck with you? One negative thing that has really stuck with me is the fact that when I paint my nails, I have my ex-boyfriend's voice in my head. And one day, when I was with said boyfriend, I painted my nails and was like, hey, look at my nails. And he said to me, wow, somebody really needs to learn how to do their nails properly. And I still remember that today. Your words mean something, people. Your words mean something to people. Lucy asked me, what's the best thing I've ever done? My best accomplishment. Getting an unconditional place at university, and if you don't know what that means, I could probably fail all of my exams in August. Hopefully that doesn't happen. And I will still get into uni because I have no conditions to my offer. I will be going, like that is it, that is final. The other one was probably the Saber reaction video that I did that got over 100k views. My first ever video to get like triple digits. That happened in 2018, almost a year ago now, and I'm grateful, very grateful, very grateful. Next question is from Evie Marie Ann, and she asked what my opinion on cancel culture is. So there's this thing on the internet, or in society rather, right now, that is called, or has been nicknamed, cancel culture. So basically when someone is a little bit problematic, or when something is a little bit problematic, they will be cancelled. And I'm not a fan of cancel culture, if I'm being completely honest. I do say you're cancelled as in like a joke. I feel like it prohibits people from growing, and I know for a fact that I have said some really dodgy stuff online in the past, and I personally know that's not how I think anymore. And I feel like, yes, call people out, reprimand their actions, give them a reason why they fucked up, but let's not, as a widespread society and community online or in real life, say that this person is absolutely cancelled because they did a thing, or you think that they've done a thing, because sometimes the internet is completely wrong on cancelling people and the story, and we get things wrong all the time. So I'm not really a fan of cancel culture because it limits people into A, their education, and B, their viewpoints and who we believe and who we don't believe. Like, everyone has a story. I think that is the kind of thing that people get stuck on. They have very black or white thinking of if it's right or if it's wrong, and sometimes people are both, and that's the joy of living. That is the meaning of life, is being right and wrong, and that's okay. Sophie Fraser asked me, what is my favourite thing to drink on a night out? I absolutely love cocktails. Cocktails is one of my favourite drinks. I drink Sex on the Beach, a Woo Woo, Cosmopolitan, and Purple Rain. I absolutely love Purple Rain. And I also quite enjoy Malibu and Coke. There you go. That weirdo Leo ? Asked me, does having a boyfriend help you accept your body regarding overcoming an eating disorder? That's actually a really good question. I'm gonna say yes and no. I've had partners in the past that have just been like totally uninterested in my eating disorders and really ununderstanding. I think one of them was because I was going through it at the time and it was really hard to express myself, and now I've had it for a long time. I've been suffering for a long time. I kind of know what to do with myself, and there's a lot less responsibility for my partner because I know how to take care of myself instead of depending on somebody. No one's going to save me from myself. The only person who can like get me out of a slump with my eating disorders is myself and my bravery and my courage. So I'm going to say no for that one, but also yes, because this boyfriend has been incredibly understandanding about it. We actually tried a treatment kind of dealing technique with my body dysmorphia called strings. I have a video on that if you want to have a look. It's down in the description box below. But he has been very understanding. He likes to Google things and educate himself. He's been really helpful and in that respect. But in terms of recovery and accepting my body, no. But in terms of helping me and treating me and being understanding, yes, because he's a good human being. I still have an eating disorder. That's the tea. I still don't like the body that I'm in, and I don't think I ever will. And that is on my terms, not his, because my eating disorder doesn't care who it is. They're lying. My Stuff in Life asked me when I knew I was bisexual. I haven't made a video about this, and I really want to, so if that's what you want, like my coming out story, I will give it to you. But I do have a coming out video that I posted when I did come out as bisexual to everybody. I came out to all my family and friends first, and then YouTube was last, because I feel like everyone who needed to know knew, and then I just put it onto YouTube so that everyone else could know as well. So I kind of realised that I liked women at a very early age. Very early age. If you think that kids are blind to themselves and they don't want to look at fucking gay people but can look at straight people, then you're deluded. Because I was experimenting with my sexuality at age 11. It's not the fact that I felt like horny or anything, like I didn't want to have sex with a woman. I knew that I felt something different, which is so a cliche to say. I know it's a cliche. And I thought to myself, is that normal? Do other people feel the same thing? And then me and one of my friends, we started experimenting at I was age 11, she was 13. We just started experimenting, and we never really got to the point where we were in a relationship because it was never really like that, but we did have a physical connection, and I realised, and she also realised, that we liked women, and it was great. I realised that I'm bisexual, queer, pansexual, I'm all of the above. I just know that I like everybody and anybody despite their sex, their gender, anything. I just like people, okay? I just like people. So the last little bit are from the community tab. I totally forgot that I asked questions on this bit because I actually forget that the community tab exists. So some of you guys from YouTube asked me questions directly on the community tab, and I'm gonna answer this for you as well. So Honey_B asked, what is my favourite artist? My favourite artist has to be Adam Lambert because he is the bae, he is the best. I have a lot of favourite artists and I feel like I'm going to have to make a video on it, so that's coming soon. Path Hits, what is my favourite genre of music to listen to? I like sad boy hours, like I like Lil Peep, I like Black Bear, I like a lot of like Bazzy and stuff, like sad boy music and like fuck boy music is how I describe it, fuck boy music. I also like pop. I'm not afraid to say that I like pop. It's a really big genre of mine. I really like it. Mainstream pop is okay, but I do tend to prefer older pop songs. Mort Boy? I don't know. You can see it on the screen. They ask, who is my favourite actor? I'd say one of my favourite actors has to be Ewan McGregor. I'm not entirely sure, but there you go. They also asked me, do I play any video games? I do play video games. My favourites include The Last of Us, which is by Naughty Dog, which is amazing. People don't really class this as a video game, but I definitely do, is The Sims. I actually have a plumb bob tattoo here. You can't really see, you can see the top of it. But I've been playing that for a very long time, since I was 4 years old. When eventually Sims 5 comes out, I'll have been playing it for 20 years. That's a long time. Life is Strange by Square Enix, also Final Fantasy by Square Enix. Bioshock, I can't remember who that's by. I like Animal Crossing. It's not considered a game, but Animal Crossing is cool. I love games with stories, basically. If I can make a story with it, I'll love it. If it's already got a story, I'll love it. I also like Legend of Zelda for that same reason, because it's got loads of stories in it, and you can bring a dog, like you can have a dog, and it's a great time. If any of you have any suggestions for games that I should play that I might like with a story, or with stories that I can build on it, leave them down below. So those are all of the questions I got in my Q&A. Why don't you leave them in the comment section below so I can do another one soon. I really like doing Q&As. Again, I kind of do them when I haven't got anything else to do. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. I make videos every single Monday and Wednesday on this channel. Also, Lil Peep Part 3 is coming. It's coming sooner than you think. 1, 4, 3. Bye!